How did you win genetic lottery? My mom's side all live well into their 90s. Her dad lived to 101. I seem to have the gene. I have 20/20 vision. Not gonna need glasses anytime soon. All of my teeth are perfectly straight and no wisdom teeth had to be pulled out. Lucky bastard. My wisdom teeth are good enough too though, so we are wisdom homies. Born with perfectly straight teeth. Not even slightly crooked, and every dentist I've had asks about my braces and are all very surprised to learn I never had them. Very lucky. I was born with straight teeth. Everyone has mentioned braces and it can get annoying sometimes. However, there is a single tooth in the back top left of my mouth that is rotated 180 degrees. Nobody ever knows until I point it out, and it doesn't bother me. I missed out on the horrible genetic blood disorder that my mom, my sister and most of my extended family has. Hooray. This is the best answer, lol. I was the fastest sperm. The fastest sperm died ramming itself into your egg. You were the sperm version of that Australian guy who won gold after being dead last in the Winter Olympics because everyone else fell down. My teeth needed braces, but they are apparently super strong. I'm 43 and have never had a cavity, root canal, anything. I go to the dentist once every 5 years and they're always fine. I'm a pretty plain looking guy, not particularly good looking, not ugly. On a 1-10 scale, I'm a solid 4.9, but my eyes are blue-green and folks are constantly complimenting them. Yup, I call it aggressively average, except for the fact people can't tell what color my eyes are. I'm already considered tall at 5 feet 5. I mean, ditto. It's the Maltese blood through me. Extra long fingers that come in handy for fingering difficult passages in organ and piano works. Degrees. This is the complete opposite from another poster, lol. My tolerance for heat is crazy high. Like I can sit outside in 95-degree full sun for hours and hours without a break. I don't even sweat. The only time I'll sweat is if I do something like sit in a car in full sun in the summer with the doors and windows shut. I can't stick my hands into water that would full on burn someone else. I bathe in water that would come close to scalding someone else. I have to pour pots of boiling water in the bathtub to get a satisfactory hot bath for myself. I do cutter with cold water. I'm not that superhuman. My husband can't even stick his hand into the bathtub when I'm in it. It's far too hot. If it wasn't for hubs and kiddo, I wouldn't even use the AC. I'd cheerfully sit in a baking hot house and enjoy it very much. I also have no problem wearing long sleeved shirts and pants to run errands in the summer. In fact, I have to because when I get into a super cold building I freeze. People think I'm crazy. People tell me I'm crazy. Oh my god, how can you be wearing that? It's 100 degrees out with 90% humidity. Which brings me to the downside of this ability. If it's below 80 I am freezing. I spend winters miserable, layered up in many clothes with this bone deep cold that I can't escape. I wear fingerless gloves and hats inside and I pretty much live in my polar expedition level thermal underwear the entire winter. I am so cold it's not even funny, and there is no way I can crank the heat up to desert levels in my house. It's not physically possible. I bought a kerosene heater and will fire that puppy up when I'm home alone and get it up to like 86 in here. Just bask in it like a lizard. I can tolerate heat too, but you, mom, take the cake. A strong jawline. Nice. Very soft and clear skin. My mum is 60 and looks 40. Number. Wrinkles. At all. And she only moisturizes. So hope those Europeans' genetics do the same for me. Yes, my mum is almost 60. Looks early 40s at the oldest. My dad on the other hand, bless him, showing his age. Both my brothers are like my dad and look their age, and here I am at 30 and still getting ID'd for looking like a teen, early 20s. Not proven, but I think I'm genetically immune to strep. No one in my immediate family has ever had it. I am a teacher, so I work around kids all day. Lots of kids get strep in the school. Lots of my friends get it. I've never had it. You don't even have to be genetically immune to it. If you are exposed enough but in the right ways, your immune system can fight it off and create the necessary antibodies to be able to keep fighting it off. Especially if you're a teacher, you probably come into contact with all kinds of slightly different strains and have some dang Theodosian level wall for your immune system. Black hairs. Green eyes. I've never needed braces or glasses. Yet, I'm in my late 30s and my vision got really bad, really quickly, in a kind of scary way. My whole family wears glasses, and I thought that I was good to go because my vision has always been great. Now, I see double, vertical diplopia, without corrective lenses. I'm 6 feet 3 inches and that is literally the only thing I don't hate about this horrific flesh prison my parents forced me into after pulling me from the void. This horrific flesh prison my parents forced me into. You shouldn't hate your humor though. I didn't need to get my wisdom teeth removed because I didn't have any to begin with. Yeah, I call hacks. I have an eidetic memory. I love it. I can remember conversations, verbatim, that happened years ago. It also helps me in so many ways at work. I work at a hotel. We can have guests that come and I remember all of their requests and room preferences. So every time they make a reservation I remember exactly what room they want and don't want. Even if they haven't been there in a couple years I still remember full well everything about their reservations folio. The only drawback to my eidetic memory is that it does cause friction with my friends and family. I remember conversations to the word, and they get really mad at me when I can tell them exactly what they said, when they said it, and the like. Don't ever try to backtrack or deny what you said to me, or try to lie to me. I remember and I will call you out on it. That talent is being wasted working in a hotel. You need to get tapped by an intelligence agency. Sorry if I outed you. Everything is fine, and probably above average at least. I've some complaints. I don't like my nose, or my mouth that much, and I'd love to be cleverer, but I'm healthy, just about average height between 5 feet 8 and 5 feet 9, naturally quite broad and strong, improving on that, and I'm relatively intelligent, happy enough with how I look. Mostly symmetrical, and I think I have a strongish jawline, or what I understand by it. People say I have nice eyes, and I think they make up for the bad bits. Christ, that all sounds big-headed. I've not had the best self-esteem for a long time, and trying to look at myself objectively is interesting. Terrible at comparing myself to others especially when it comes to appearance, but the ones that'd make me feel a bit down tend to be rare outliers, but are more noticeable for that. Most importantly I'm healthy and functional, or have been so far, with no genetic issues, malfunctioning organs, learning difficulties etc. So that's the biggest win and I'm really thankful for it. My eyes have this cool thing where one is green, my dad's eye color, and one is brown, my mom's eye color. Heterochromia is the term you are looking for. I'm fairly tall at 6'4". As am I. Sadly, however, I lost as I have a huge problem putting on weight and muscle mass, in the bottom 1% BMI, even after a diet to put on weight. I'm also very white, so I kinda look like Slenderman, just with a head of hair. Tallish, fast metabolism, straight teeth. Another fellow who is gonna seriously struggle to get that muscle mass. My skin being 2-3 degrees hotter than normal skin, and my internal being 1-2 degrees lower than normal, allows me to stand in some pretty cold temps. I got each tray from both sides of my family, but my sister got neither. Out of all my siblings, I was the only one to get blue eyes and blonde hair inherited by my great-grandmother. Or the milkman. I didn't have any disabilities and no autism. Also had all my limbs. Immune to poison ivy. I'm the only one in my family besides my grandma. I have barely any body hair, but does mean I grow a beard that's weaker than a teenager with their first facial hair. I'm an ugly female, so am I less likely to be checked out by crusty old men or odger people in general when I go out in public. Me too, there's definitely an advantage to being able to just live flying slightly under the radar. I have thin hair and a receding hairline but a perfectly amicable skull. I shave my head and it fits my persona very well. By not getting my family's genes. I have a six-pack despite never exercising and being a drug addict. Drug addict part was a big L though. The gates for the narcissists has been opened. Oh lord, it's true. Quite a few claims that are just plain fantasy but less I have a big dong than expected. You have been visited by the blanket pig upvote for good night's sleep for the next lunar year. You can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.